Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya.
So in Adhyatma Ramayana contains 4,444 verses. And Paramashiva extols Rama. Paramashiva praises Rama. And he tells the story of Ramayana, his wife, Parvati. That is the context. And of course, having almost all the same incidents, ideas in Ramayana, from Valmiki Ramayana, he has presented it in an interesting way. Just like King Bhoja very interestingly portrayed Ramayana stories in his Champu, prose poem, Ramayana Champu, otherwise called Champu Ramayana. He has improved on Valmiki. Kalidasa improved on Valmiki. Kamban in Tamil improved on Valmiki. And Valmiki is as is various condition description. Yatha tatham, as we say in Sanskrit. And iti iha asaha. Asa, that's called itihasa. Epic. Itihasa is called epic. Meaning, we can't, of course, translate, keep the word epic as an equivalent term for itihasa, because itihasa is a special name given to only two books, namely Ramayana and Mahabharata. So, from the epic, you find that Valmiki said as it is. He did not mince matters. He did not tell even a single lie in the whole of Ramayana. He was a direct witness and contemporary of Rama. And his sister, younger sister, was Sita. According to the philosophy, namely, the earth has the ant hill as its ear, E-A-R, Karnaha, Shrotram. So Ratnakara is original name, Valmiki's original name. So he was meditating, and the ants built a hill over him. And then he came out of the hill, and therefore his nickname was Valmiki. Ratnakara, as he was an original tribal, forest tribal, was a son of the god of rain, Varuna. And Varuna, as you know, god of water. Water normally we keep in those days in pot, P-O-T. And therefore is called Kumbhi. Kumbhi. Varuna is called Kumbhi. He was born in a pot. Because generally we keep water in a pot. So, and again the name, a special name is given to Varuna, god of rain, as Prachetas, a man of noble mind, a god of noble mind, Prachetas. And therefore Valmiki was called Parachetas. Dasharatha was the father of Rama, and therefore Rama was called Dasharathi. It's a special, formation of the word while you name the son of the father. So Prachetas.
பிரம்மாக்கு உண்டு அந்த பேரு.
யாருக்கு?
பிரம்மாக்கு பிரச்சேதசன் உண்டு அப்படின்னு
எனக்கு கேள்விப்பட்டதில்ல.
இல்ல அப்படிதான்.
Though all gods are innocent, the so-called innocent gods, each of them was cunning, except Varuna. And the rain god gives rain to all places. It does not distinguish between a good man and a bad man, a good place and a bad place. So it pours rain according to the dictates of Indra, of course. Indra is the chief of God, all gods, therefore Indra is also called god of rain. For all subjects, he is the topics, he is the leader. So Varuna, just like, he belongs to nature because it is rain, R-A-I-N. So the rain does not differentiate between people or anything. No partiality. No partiality for the rain. Generally, we say, of course, meritorious people will have rain. And in Tirukural of Thiruvalluvar, he is a Vaishnavite, pure Vaishnavite. And he says, a lady who is very chaste, if she says there should be rain, the rain comes. Peyyana peyyum mazhai. You have the word Peyyana peyyum mazhai. If she orders the god of rain, immediately the rain will come. Generally, of course, there is a list of people who are better than others in the society. Namely, Lord Krishna says in Mahabharata, 6 people. 6 people. People more than 80 years. They may not be cunning. They may not. They may be always blissful. So we say Sagastra Chandra Darshi. We call it. We call them Sagastra Chandra Darshi. Even though they would not have seen 1,000. What you call third day moon. Third day moon. Special. It's not moon. 1,000 Sagastra Chandra Darshi does not mean they have seen 1,000 moons. Every day we see moon, but not all moons, but the third day moon, moon rampere. So other words are there. Veda with one who has completely studied and understood scriptures. Then Pativrata, a chaste woman. Then Masopavasi, for 2 days in a month, specific. For 2 days in a month, namely Ekadashi, he completely fasts. He doesn't take even water. Nirjalam. Nirjalam. Jala, we now give a new interpretation today. Except water, he takes everything. So, Nirjalam. The two, sometimes Shravana Dwadashi also is fasting day. Shravana Dwadashi. Ekadashi day is a fasting day. Next day, Dwadashi is a feast day, not fast day. Parana Dinam. But it is considered, means Shravana Dwadashi, when you get the star of the god, namely Srinivasa, Lord Srinivasa of Tirupati, Lord Upiliappan of Kumbakonam, we say. All these are all Shravana Nakshatra. And Shravanam is what we call one of the 9 types of devotion. First type of devotion is Shravana. We must hear a lot. Selvattur Selvam, Sevit Selvam, Achelvam, Selvattur Ellam Talai. Tirukkural. So the wealth is hearing, listening to others, good things, of course, good ideas. Then I'm just deviating. Sorry. So we'll see one or two aspects here. So Mahadeva, namely Lord Shiva, appreciates Rama, and he has a stuti. He has a stuti, Mahadeva stuti. Two times, I think, minimum 2 times in the whole of Adhyatma Ramayana. And suddenly Dasharatha arranges anointment of Rama. That is what we call hair apparent anointment. Yuvaraja Pattabhishekam. So the new heir apparent, HEIR. And all subjects agree to that. All citizens agree to Dasharatha's request. So in the evening, the previous evening, he decides. And therefore, this decision is not known to gods, because gods are not innocent. They act innocent. Then suddenly, what do they do? 33 crores of gods request Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, to go to Ayodhya and change the mind of Manthara. Manthara is a maid brought from the what you call Kekeya country by Kaikeyi. And she is there already. She is not a newcomer. So, Manthara is otherwise called in Tamil Kuni. Manthara, the word Manthara meaning crooked. So crooked in mind and crooked in body also. Hunchback. He's called hunchback. So Mudugu Valanjirukum. So she spoiled the mind of Kaikeyi. So Kaikeyi is changed. Now she demands 2 boons. These are all normal incidents in Ramayana. When she demands, after she demands the 2 boons, of course, Manthara tells her the process how she must extract 2 boons from Dasharatha. So we have an interesting palace room. In the palace, there is a room for anger. One can go and get angry only in that room. There is no other room for happiness or joy or laughing and so on. Of course, she goes and cries there. All of us know that Dasharatha falls at her feet and he said, I will give Bharata the kingdom, but don't ask Rama to go to the forest. That's what he said. And that's all we know. Then after this incident, Kaikeyi chides Manthara, hey, Vakra Sundari, Vakra Sundari, you are a crooked woman. I mean, maid is very beautiful also. We have to have beautiful maid also at home. So Vakra Sundari, she calls her. In turn, Yajamani is called, Kaikeyi is called by Manthara, Vakra Sundari. I tried to, of course, change your mind. But why did you change your mind? You are a queen. You are a queen. I am after all a maid. So she calls her Vakra Sundari. Kaikeyi is a very beautiful lady. Therefore, Dasharatha chose her. And Dasharatha was ready and gave what you call Kanya Shulkam, bridal fee to the king. That is her father, Kaikeyi's father, KK Raja. And while giving bridal fee to the king in order to marry his daughter Kaikeyi, Janaka was a witness. King Janaka was a witness. And therefore, these 2 people, namely Rama's grandfather, maternal grandfather, and the father-in-law, were not invited to Pattabhishek. Both had no invitation. Because the secret pact of Dasharatha, PACT, of Dasharatha to anoint Rama, Rama is the eldest person. Naturally, the kingdom should go to him. Whereas while promising Kaikeyi's father, he said Kaikeyi's son should become the king. Therefore, the second boon, Bharata should be the king. Of course, Vedanta Deshika, what you call, gives what you call lame excuse that Paduka became the queen. Paduka became the queen, of course, in the place of Bharata. Therefore, you can say that Bharata ruled the kingdom for 14 years as a representative of the divine sandals. Paduka Pratinidhi was Bharata. It was not a real boon satisfying Kaikeyi, but this is the what you call Leela of Lord Sriman Narayana. So here you have, so next one is, I'll go to the last one. So, Ravana is in meditation. He is in deep meditation. He is a son of a great sage called Virochana. Virochana is his father's name. So he is called Vairochana. Ravana is called Vairochana. Or we also say Vishravas. The names are different. So he is a son of a sage. He is a Brahmin by birth, king by profession. Brahmana by birth and Kshatriya by profession. These are all some what we call deviations as we see here. So he was in meditation and he knows that Rama has arrived with a monkey army. He has entered into the Lanka. Rama has entered into Sri Lanka. So he knows that. So he is nonchalant. He is nonchalantly doing meditation. Suddenly, all the monkeys, crores of monkeys, you cannot calculate if you read Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, your computer will not be able to calculate the number of monkeys. Do you know that? So you can take the number of the portion where number of monkeys are mentioned here. So it is infinite number of monkeys. You can't, there is a measurement, but there is no, it is impossible to measure the number of monkeys. So all the monkeys enter into Ravana's palace. They beat him to pulp. All the monkeys beat him to pulp. But he never budges. He never budges. Simply doesn't move. He is still. Such a great penance doer is Ravana. You must appreciate it. He is a devotee of Lord Shiva. He pleased both Brahma and Shiva. And he played scriptures in Veena. And when the string of the Veena was broken, he employed his own veen, rather Narambu. He used it as a Veena string. Such a great man. So when the monkeys miserably failed to instigate Ravana, make him angry and so on, they wanted to employ another strategy. They went and hit Mandodari. A lady, an innocent lady, a chaste lady. Today also we say, Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari, Tatha. Among the 5 chaste women, we mention her name. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari, Tatha. Panchakanya smare nityam Mahapapa Vinashana or Sarva Papa Vinashana. Remembering these names, we will have dispelling of our sins. So this is what, so Mandodari is hit hard, very hard. Blood is coming out of all her limbs. She comes to Ravana, she comes near Ravana, crying a lot, crying aloud. Please save me, please protect me. Then only Ravana is awake, wakes up to the reality. And he said to her, this is what interesting in Adhyatma Ramayana. So that is Mandodari getting hit. And then Ravana says, let us kill Sita, and let us both fall into the fire. Good decision by Ravana. He knows his end, and therefore he knows his fatal end, and therefore he says, let us both jump into the fire. That is very interesting fact. In the last portions, just like Brahma praised Rama in Valmiki Ramayana, you are not a man, you are the God. You are the supreme God. Even Mandodari praises Aprameyaha, unlimitedly ununderstandable Lord. So Mandodari says, after the death of Ravana, Mandodari, the widow, praises Rama there in Valmiki Ramayana. Here, Mahadeva, Lord Shiva, praises Rama. And again, I forgot one more interesting portion, namely, after blessing Ahalya, the wife of Gautama, Gautama, of course, you know how why he cursed and how he cursed. So in Valmiki Ramayana, it is said she must be invisible. That's all. As we say in Tamil, interpreted wrongly in Tamil, she was not turned into a stone. No, she was not turned into a stone, according to Valmiki Ramayana. And after Gautama's curse, Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshmana to Ahalya's ashrama, Gautama's ashrama. When Rama's feet, divine feet, touched the dust in the ashrama of Gautama, then she came alive. That all we know. Ahalya came alive. Ahalya praises with 15 shlokas Rama. That is the beauty here. Very beautiful. I am going to give you the benefit of, rather, I am planning by God's grace to, Acharya's grace to give you the benefit of learning the stutis in Adhyatma Ramayana. I am going to put it in YouTube. I am going to give you meaning if you want. It is not enough that you all hear the verses in Sanskrit. It should be intelligible to all. It should be understandable to all. So it's very interesting, very easy to read, good Sanskrit style. This is the in brief. So Ahalya's stuti is very nice. Ahalya's stuti is very nice. Of course, Vedanta Deshika in his Paduka Sahasram says often about Ahalya. I'm surprised why he always praises Ahalya. The meaning in the philosophy behind that stress on Ahalya's episode is that whatever the mistake we do, whatever be the mistake we do, we will be pardoned by the divine couple. That's the, of course, we are not supposed to repeat our mistakes also, grave errors also. That's also another way, another angle. So let us avoid mistakes. Let us try to suppress the committing of errors and so on. Unknowingly, when we do unknowingly some blunders, the blunders also. But whereas Ahalya knowingly did that. So Devaraja Kutuhalat, Valmiki says, Devaraja Kutuhalat. She had a carnal desire for the king of gods, and in turn, and we have a cock and bull story about that episode, very interesting by my grandmothers. By my grandmothers. So Gautama went for bath in the river. He goes in the Brahma Muhurta, 3:30 in the morning. This is what we say. These are all not, of course, they have no proof. We have no proof of this. Then why did he get up and go at that odd hour, say, for example? Indra came in the form of a crow. That's what my grandmother said. Indra came in the form of a crow and cawed, C-A-W-E-D. It made noise. And therefore, Gautama thought it is time for getting up. He went up. And now I find a reason why Jayanta, the son of Indra, became a crow. Crow's son is crow, chip of the old block. So so what did Indra do is, he saw Gautama leaving the home and he entered into the house like a cat. These are all lies. He went into Ahalya's home as a cat. Normally, as you say, cat is stealthy in its action. It is like a thief. So it doesn't make noise while walking or running. It has, of course, soft foot, soft feet. So this is why, so பூனை சத்தம் போடாம போகும்னு சொல்லுவோம் தமிழ்ல, பூனை சத்தம் போடாம போகும். That is how it steals milk. Today cats are very intelligent. They pray to the members of the family to offer milk. Today I have seen. Today every day I am seeing that it waits for instructions from my wife. Whatever she says, it obeys. Sit down, lie down, go and come back later. All English words. or understood. Now, our cat is English cat from UK. So why I say this? Enters into the Indra enters into the home, and then he shows himself in the true form, just like Ravana showed his true form to Sita. while, while he presented initially as a sannyasi. And then, so Indra has the pleasure of from Ahalya. So Ahalya equally enjoys. And then that is actually, the background news is, that is what you call flashback. Brahma attended Swayamvaram of Ahalya. Brahma attended Swayamvara of Ahalya. Brahma created Ahalya. Of course, for all of us, he is the father of creation. And Brahma wanted to mean in the corner of his heart to marry Ahalya. So he also attended Swayamvara. Gautama was chosen. Unfortunately, when all the people were there, Indra was there to choose. Indra was there to be chosen by Ahalya. He wanted. So Ahalya was created with so much beauty. Kalidasa says about Parvati in the first sarga of Kumara Sambhava in this way. Very beautiful verse from Kalidas. Namely, Sarvopama Dravya Samuchayen. Sarvopama Dravya Samuchayen. Last line, last words. Vishwasruja Nirmita Sa. Vishwasruja Nirmita Sa. I will tell you the verse now. Sarvopama Dravya Samuchayena Yatha Pradesham Viniveshitena. He wanted comparison of the most beautiful things in the world and put it in the right place of the limbs of Parvati. So, for example, lotus for the face, lotus for the eyes, lotus for the mouth, and so on. So for the palms, for the legs, for the feet, everything, lotus. And so many other. So you have fish for the eye pupil, the brow for the bow for the brow, BOW for BROW, and so on. So many comparisons are there. For the ear, we have another flower, and so on. So Sarvopama Dravya Samuchayana. With a hard task, Brahma collected all the comparable beautiful things from the world, which he himself created, and then applied to all the limbs of the goddess. Yatha Pradesham Minimeshitena. Sa Vishwasuja Nirmita Syat. Why did he do that? Why did he want to make Parvati most beautiful? It is because Ekastha Saundarya Dudriksha Eva. Ekastha Saundarya Dudriksha Eva. He had a desire to see all beauty in one place. Beautiful statement of Kalidas. This is only just for comparison. Ahalya was created very beautiful. So I repeat the verse. Kalidasa's words are very, very fine, very fine. Excellent, amazing, awesome. Sarvopama Dravya Samuchayena Yatha Pradesham Miniveshitena. Sa Vishwasuja Nirmita Asit Ekastha Saundarya Dudrikshaye. Very beautiful statement. In the first sarga of Kumara Sambhava. Now, how do I remember this? I was not taught this verse. I never listened to the teacher with this verse. But the beauty of the verse, the quotation from every Sanskrit scholar. Of course, most of them Advaitins, most of them Shiva's devotees and so on. And the exquisite beauty of Parvati was scolded, was censured, Censured, censured by Parvati herself. Parvati herself. She said, My beauty is of no use. My beauty is a total waste. He said, Kalidasa said it in 5th Sarga, first verse. Why this is all very beautiful quotations from quotes from Kalidasa. He said, there's a statement general statement in the first verse of 5th Sarga. Priyeshu Saubhagya Phalahi Charuta. The beauty of a wife should be fully relished by the husband, not anybody else. Priyeshu Saubhagya Phalahi Charuta. Charuta, the beauty, should be enjoyed by the life partner. Priyeshu. So each wife should be praised by the husband. Priyeshu Saubhagya Phalahi Charuta. So he said a general statement which contains what we call a beauty called Arthantaranyasa. Vetrupporul Vaipani, Tamil. Vetrupporul Vaipani. There is a general statement, there is a special statement. The special statement substantiates the general statement. In turn, the general statement substantiates the special statement. Special statement according to the context. So, it's very beautiful statement. Many, of course, many verses are there beautiful. So, Vedanta Deshika, almost, I can say, did plagiarism by copying 2 or 3 verses from Meghaduta to his Hamsa Sandesha. He never wanted to replace the words. He believed that the words cannot be replaced. There is no substitute for Kalidasa's words. You don't know the identity of Kalidasa, that is different. But Meghadutam, Megha Sandesham was repeated by Vedanta Deshika in Hamsa Sandesha. Same verse. No single letter is changed. That's what, see, I mean, this is what we understand. But we don't know the biography of Kalidasa. That is different. We know an entire biography of Vedanta Deshika. We know every little detail of Vedanta Deshika's biography. That has been recorded, fortunately. So this is the Adhyatma Ramayana. These are all some what we call sporadic presentations of a few interesting portions of Adhyatma Ramayana.
பட் இதுதானே ஃபர்ஸ்ட், இதுதான் முதல் ராமாயணம் சொல்லுவா இல்லையா? அத்தியாத்ம ராமாயணம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ராமாயணம்.
இல்ல Valmiki, Lord Brahma has 100 crores of verses of Ramayana.
Oh.
So in fact, to interestingly say, Shiva praised his grandfather. Shiva praised also father, Brahma. Narayanan நான்முகனை படைத்தான். நான்முகனும் தான்முகனாய் சங்கரனை படைத்தான். This is what we believe. Whereas Soundarya says, Parvati, the goddess of rather Shiva, the wife of Shiva, is bowed by all the 3 Trinity, namely Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva.
Maybe musical territory.
Harihara Virinchadibihi. Harihara Virinchadibihi. Harihara Virinchadibihi. Stotumva Pranantumva. Adi Shankara says. Adi Shankara says very. Harihara Virinchadibihi Pranantum Stotumva Pranantumva. They are ready to praise Lord Parvati. They are ready to praise Parvati. They are ready to bow to Parvati. Sashtanga Namaskara to Parvati. Soundarya Lagiri, first verse. So I'm just quoting a few words only. Very nice, because I didn't want you to miss this opportunity to know certain new ideas. Literature is always interesting. Next year, we meet on Vishwavasuti.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Dhanyosmi Swami.
Nutana Samvatsara Shubhashaya. I will tell you the New Year aspects on Monday. What are the New Year aspects? But before winding up this session, what we all must do is read Panjangam, read the almanac, calendar. Yeah, almanac. There, you have to see certain important information. Remember your star, birth star, and see your future, whether it is good, better, or best. And you have numbers to tell you. Numbers. 0 means no benefit. Odd numbers means lot of benefits. Even numbers means mediocre benefits. So 50% benefits. 0, odd number, and even number against your star, birth star. And again on your Rashi, I think Rashi, zodiac. So you have some information on that. And then you must remember the day, first day of the new year. It's called Vishu in Kerala. You must open your eyes from the bed on fruits, on God's pictures. Fruits especially, they say. They are rich. Fruits are sweet. So sweet fruits. You buy fruits the previous day and have a look at the fruits while opening your eyes. First sight will be on fruits. So Vishu Phalam, we say. Vishu Phalam. And then you have to take the bitter neem flowers along with the sweet jaggery preparation. So that means we must also be ready to face some problems because the flowers are not very bitter, as bitter as the seed of the neem tree. The crows take it. They like it. They leave out the nut, and therefore everywhere you get what you call neem tree growing because of the crow. The crow spreads the vegetation. Crow only eats the neem fruit. It is little sweet also. It is little sweet as well as bitter. Therefore, so we have to take what we call Nimba Kusuma Bhakshanam. It is a sweet snack with neem flowers. You can add as much as you want. The bitterness is also good for health. We must have all the 6 tastes in our food. Therefore, so these are all certain things. Prayers for that. And tomorrow, I suggested to my groups, I'm giving the same suggestion. Lakshmi Sahasram, it contains 1018 verses. 1018 verses. We may not be able to recite all the 1018, but I suggested there are 25 chapters. Stabakaha. Stabakaha means bunch of flowers. A bunch of flower is called Stabakaha. And there are 25 chapters. I suggested at least 50 verses, first and last verses. As Keshadas Swami knows that, Munnadi and Rajagopalinga also knows. Munnadi Pinnadi. Munnadi Pinnadi in Divya Prabandham.
Right.
As we have Munnadi Pinnadi in Divya Prabandham, we can have Munnadi Pinnadi in Lakshmi Sahasram. Because any other stotra like Paduka Sahasram also, but Lakshmi Sahasram is for tomorrow's function because Ranganayika, the goddess, joins literally, figuratively, physically with Ranganatha, though she is inseparable. Anapayini.
Swami, Lakshmi Sahasram by
By Venkatadhvari. Your own. your friend. Your friend.
Arsanipalai.
Right. So I suggested 50 verses recitation tomorrow. Once, whenever time permits, especially you can say evening, especially in the evening. Just like we recite Vishnu Sahasranam in the evening. Some people have the habit of reciting it in the morning, but generally we always, after Sandhya Vandanam, after the what we call twilight, evening twilight, Sayam Sandhya, we recite. And today evening, we are not supposed to recite Vishnu Sahasranamam. It's called the Trayodashi day. Trayodashi evening twilight is called Mahapradosha. The time is called Mahapradosha. All the days, morning and evening, is called Pradosha, meaning inauspicious hour. Dosha, error. Pradosha, grave error. Inauspicious hour. Why inauspicious hour? You know the background story, but I'm just saying we are not supposed to recite scriptures during inauspicious hour. It's Pradosha. Why is it called the Pradosha inauspicious hour? Because gods are attacked by demons every day, every morning, every evening. 33 crores of gods are attacked by 66 crores of demons. Each one catch two. So here, therefore, you have to offer argyam. In order that our water offered becomes what we call thunderbolt to keep away the demons behind the mountain called Mandeharuna. Mandeharuna is the name of a mountain behind which they are pushed out, but they again come back. Again the next morning, again the next evening. That is why these are all, of course, what you call Vyaja. Vyaja is a truce, TRUCE, to make us recite Gayatri. That's all. To remember God. To remember God. That's all. To remember God. Keshavdas Swami also said once, why so many achamanams in between the Sandhyavanam? I said, repetition of God's names is more important than the scriptures that you say. Repetition of God's names that makes us purer and purer. That's why I say Achyutananda Govinda. First word is Achyuta, Ananta Govinda. Everywhere, Achamanam, every minute, every second. Not for the rituals alone. And therefore, so I rather encourage you to follow Keshavdas Swami's suggestion. Every time you must, for anything, you touch anything, you say, do Achaman. After dressing yourself, redressing yourself, so you do Achaman. Somebody heard yesterday from me, sir, after Veshti, wearing the Veshti, should we do Achamanam? Yes, I said, Achamanam should be done. From rather little nudity, we become dressed. So again, my group lady members also understood that the private parts should not be exposed to the goddess of earth. Very, very nice understanding of the lady members of my group. They said private parts should not be exposed to the goddess of earth. And there again, of course, that is also there. Decency, manners demand that we must be always dressed. Even while taking bath, we cannot take undressed bath. So this is why. So these are all certain what you call achara, we say. Achara, behavior, good behavior. So we all know this. We all know this. But we are reminded of this.
Amanujadaya patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimat वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः। वादिद्वीपशिरोभङ्ग पञ्चाननपराक्रमः श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यश चिरं विजयतां भुवि। சீரொன்றுதுப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வாணீர பூமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ